Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over all of the Funko news for October 23rd of 2020, and a big thanks to the Instagram page Funko Pops, because a lot of this information is coming from their account, and you'll even see on all of the images that I'm showing for some of these pops that they do have their logo on there, so be sure to go check them out. I'll have them linked right at the top of the description. I cannot thank them enough for spreading all of this information, because it is just so much cool stuff to come for Funko, so I'm really excited to go over all of it. It's going to be more so Funko lists and not really any actual pops that we're going to be looking at, but I still wanted to cover it all in a video here, and there will be a few actual Funko Pops that have been revealed that we'll go over as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into it here with the first pop. Alright, so we're going to go over some of the anime leaks now, and these are some of the ones that I'm most excited for, specifically two of them that we're going to go over, but we're going to start off here with a Dragon Ball Z one, and this one is going to be a glow-in-the-dark Super Saiyan Goku with Kamehameha, and I think this one will be pretty cool. As you can see from the image there, it seems like they're taking it from a pretty cool action-packed sort of pose that they could definitely capture there, and this one is going to be a store exclusive as well. Of course, we don't really have any information on where it will be exclusive to, but we know it will be, and I think this is just a really cool idea. Then we've got some Demon Slayer figures here, and these are the ones that I'm most excited for. Now, I'm going to be honest, at the moment of filming this on October 23rd, I have not yet begun watching Demon Slayer, but I am just savoring it because I am so excited to check out this series. It just seems like it's going to be really fantastic, and especially with My Hero Academia currently kind of being on a break until we get season 5 eventually, so I really want to pick up on like another anime, and this is the one that I want to. I just gotta make the time to do it. But the two figures that we have here that are going to be released here are both going to be exclusives, and they're going to include Tanjiro with Dragon, and then Inosuke with Chase Flocked, and then another Tanjiro, it seems like. And sorry if I mispronounced any of the names for just any characters in this video. If I'm not as familiar with the property, I don't really know the pronunciation as well, of course, but these sound like they're going to be really cool figures for sure. I'm super excited for them. Just from the images that we can see there, I'm super excited for them just overall. I don't have too much to say because I don't know the exact characters or who they are within the series. I know, I think that main guy in the middle there, Tanjiro, I'm pretty sure it's like the main character, so I'm pretty excited for these, and they sound like they're going to be pretty cool. Then we've got another Dragon Ball Z reveal here, and this one's going to be a glow-in-the-dark Cell in his first form right here, and I think that this one looks pretty cool for sure. It's definitely a unique design going on, and I'll be interested to see how it's translated into pop form. Now we've got some new Naruto pops that are also going to be releasing, and these are going to include Akatsuki member, and then Jiraiya and Anbu Kakashi, so some pretty cool ones there for sure. I mean, I can just see it from the images here. I don't really know how to judge them actually on the type of character they are, but still pretty interesting that we're getting some more pops. Now we've got a One Piece pop that is going to be releasing, and this one's going to have a Chase version and will also be a store exclusive as well, and this one is going to be Shanks, and he looks pretty cool. He has a very nice design to him for sure, and I'll be interested to see how that looks as a Funko Pop. Alright, now we've got some brand new Blizzard Pops that are going to be releasing, and this is going to be for their 30th anniversary and is going to include one Overwatch Pop and then two World of Warcraft figures as well. So the first one that we've got here is actually going to be an Overwatch one, and this will be a store exclusive and a Diamond Edition one, and this one is going to be Mercy here. Now, I actually do have two Mercy figures in my collection, so I don't know if I would go after this one. I honestly haven't even played Overwatch. I just really like the designs of some of the characters, and I think that this one's probably going to look pretty cool. Then we've got a World of Warcraft figure here, and this one, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name because I don't want to just say it completely wrong, but this one's going to be a metallic version and will also be a store exclusive as well, and by the design that I can see there in this image, he just looks amazing. I am going to be so curious to see what that's going to look like. I mean, it's got to be a pretty big pop. It seems like it's going to be a standard size, but still, it looks like it's going to be pretty darn big. Then we've got another one from World of Warcraft, and this is the last Blizzard one that we have here, and this one is Sylvanas, and this one's going to be a metallic version as well, and will also be a store exclusive also, so just a pretty cool looking design there. I really like the sort of archer's bow right there, and just the design overall looks pretty cool. You can probably tell that up to this point, some of these characters and properties I'm not too familiar with, so sorry if some of my comments on them are very surface level. It's just because I don't have as much knowledge on some of them, but of course I still want to make it a comprehensive news video. But next up here, we have some characters that I am familiar with, and these ones are some DC Pops here. And the first line that we're going to be getting, and keep in mind as well, all of this information is not officially confirmed by Funko, so it's still considered rumors and leaks, so we don't know until Funko officially reveals it. But getting on here, we have the Blacklight figures right here, and these ones are going to include a version of Batman, Joker, and Harley. I am probably most excited for the Harley one. I did like the designs of the Marvel Blacklight ones, but it wasn't a line that I felt like I needed to collect, because it's not really versions that like I'm familiar with or that we even really see prominently, of course, within like even the comics. Like, it's just cool like paint variants basically, and I do think these are going to come out looking pretty cool, so I'm most excited to see what the Harley is going to look like. Alright, now we've got a new Jason Todd Pop that is going to be releasing, of course, as Red Hood, and I think that is just super exciting. This one's going to be a store exclusive, and I'm going to be really interested to see the design here, because I actually do have a Red Hood Pop, so I'll be interested to see how they change up the design on this one, and whether or not it will increase or decrease the value of the previous one. Now we're going to be getting into some of the Disney Pops right here, and the first one that we have here is from Big Hero 6, and it's going to be a 6-inch version of Baymax with the cat, and this one will have a glow-in-the-dark chase as well, and will be store exclusive. My guess would probably be Hot Topic, but of course, take that with a grain of salt, because we don't have any information on that, but still, this is a super cool idea here. I actually coincidentally just watched Big Hero 6 again last night on Disney Plus, and that is just such a great film. It's so heartfelt, and just has such a great story, and it's such a fun adventure to go on with the characters, and of course Baymax is just so lovable, and I love this scene from the film as well, where he's just petting it like, Harry baby, and I think that's just such a fun scene there, and such a cute one as well, so I'll be really interested to see how this looks as a Funko Pop. Now we've got a really exciting new line that we'll be releasing for Disney, and this is for the newly revealed Raya and the Last Dragon. If you didn't see on my channel, I actually did a reaction video pretty recently for the teaser trailer for this film, and it looks amazing. I am super excited for this one, and we're going to be getting the characters of Raya, then we're going to be getting Sisu, and then Sisu as Dragon, and then Tuk Tuk, Namari, and then Droon, and then Bajan with Little John. So some pretty cool ones there, definitely really interesting. Of course, really the only characters, at least from what I can tell from this list, that we were introduced to within the teaser trailer are Raya and Tuk Tuk, like officially introduced to. We see other characters in the trailer, but we don't really know who they are, so it could be some of these ones. And we also get to see Sisu as Dragon, I think, at the end of the trailer, kind of swimming around in the water, so pretty interesting for sure. I'm going to be really curious to see what these designs look like in Funko Pop form. Now we've got some brand new Marvel Pops to go over here, and the first one that we have is from the Marvel Spider-Man PS4 game, and this one is going to be Cyborg Spider-Man and will be a store exclusive as well. Now I'm really debating whether or not I'll want to go after this one. I mean, Cyborg Spider-Man has a super cool design, and I've collected a large majority of the PS4 Spider-Man line, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I'll pick this one up. I haven't been picking up as many Funko Pops lately, so I don't know. I'm being a little bit more picky with which ones I choose, so I'm definitely going to have to see the final sculpt on this one before I make my decision. Then we've got a Wounded Spider-Man that's going to be releasing, and I'm not sure if this one's specifically from the PS4 game. They use the logo right here in the image, so I'm not really too sure, but I think that this one's definitely going to have an interesting design, and I'll be really curious to see how it turns out. We've also got a X-Men Pop that's going to be releasing a Professor X with Cerebro, so this one's going to be really cool. It's going to be a store exclusive as well, and I think that it's just probably going to look really amazing. Now we've got two new WWE Pops that are going to be releasing. I'm not going to spend too much time on these because I'm not as familiar with wrestling, but we have two ones here, and we've got WrestleMania Eddie, and then we also have a Pop 2-pack of Mankind vs. The Rock, and they're both going to be store exclusives as well, so I think that both of these sound pretty interesting. Then we've got a Clifford the Big Red Dog pop that's going to be releasing. This one will be a Flocked store exclusive, and this one's sure to be really interesting. I'm very curious to see how big they're going to make the Clifford pop, because of course he is the big red dog, so I'm wondering if he'll be like a 6-inch. I mean, you could even make him a super large figure, but I just don't know if it would sell as well, because Clifford, of course, isn't really like the talk of the town. It's not really something that's too popular, at least from what I've seen, but who knows, this one could wind up selling really well, and then eventually we could get that, but for now, it seems like a pretty cool idea. Now we've got a new line that was revealed, and this one is going to be from the show Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and the characters that we have here are going to include Mac, Blue, Eduardo, and then Wilt, and we can see 2 of the characters up top as well, which is definitely really cool. They have some great designs there, and I mean, this show has such creative designs and a creative art style as well, so I'll be really interested to see how that's translated into the pop style. We've also got a Wave 2 announced for regular show pops, and these are going to include Golf Cart Ride. We're going to get Mordecai, Rigby, Muscle Man, Pops, Skips, Benson, and High Five Ghost. So you can see all of the characters there. I'm actually really interested in how they're going to do the High Five Ghost, because from what I can see there, it just kind of looks like an outline, and then it's just translucent as a ghost should be. So I'll be really interested to see how that turns out, but I think these all sound really interesting, and I really want to get in a regular show eventually. I haven't seen too much of it, so I'll be really interested to see if these pops wind up prompting me to watch the show. Now we've got a video game pop here, and this one's going to be from Cyberpunk 2077, and this one is going to be Johnny Silverhand with Gun, and it will be a metallic glow-in-the-dark store exclusive, and that's definitely bound to be a really cool pop. I love it when they combine metallic and glow-in-the-dark effects at the same time. I think that's just so cool, and it feels like you're getting a bit of a 2-in-1 deal there, so I'll be super excited to see the design of this pop. Then we've got a Grey's Anatomy line, and honestly for me this is one of the more boring ones. I mean, I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, nothing against the show, I just never got into it, but it's just going to be standard like human pop designs. I don't feel like there's going to be too much to them, but for fans of the show I'm sure they'll want to pick up these pops, but you can see them all there, and yeah, they seem like pretty cool, I suppose. Now we've got some Breaking Bad pops that are going to be releasing, and these ones are going to be from the film El Camino, and it's coincidental that I actually recently binge-watched all of Breaking Bad for the first time, and I watched El Camino as well, and now I've also finished the first season of Better Call Saul, and it is just so fantastic. I mean, it's such a great series, and such a great film as well for El Camino, so I'm really interested to see what 2 pops they make. I assume, of course, one of them is going to be Jesse Pinkman, and maybe even a variant of him as well, so I'll be really interested to see that as well. Alright, so now we've got a list of new FYE exclusives that are going to be releasing, and I'm not going to go over each and every one here because I'm not familiar with all of the properties, but I'll make sure they're all on screen so that you'll be able to see them all, but some of the ones that kind of stand out to me are like the exclusive Marvel Zombies Mystique. I'm sure that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited for the Sword Art Online Kirito. I know they're releasing a new line of pops for that series, and I like SAO. I think it's a pretty good series. I feel like it's hated on a bit much. I can understand there are weak points to it, of course, and I can see the flaws, but I still enjoy it for what it is, so I'm looking forward to that pop for sure. Then we've also got a Stephen King with Red Balloon as well included. We have Stitch with a frog, which we actually already saw a photo for as well in the previous news video. Then we also have a Dragon Ball Z Goku as well, a mech version of Captain America also, which is sure to be very interesting as well. So yeah, those are all of the kind of notable ones for me, at least, of the properties that I'm familiar with, but you'll be able to see them all here. There's one other one, actually, a Godzilla with fire as well, which sounds really interesting. So yeah, just overall some really cool sounding exclusives. Alright, now we've got a big line that was revealed here, and this is for Masters of the Universe. Now, I did cover some of these pops in a previous news video, but now we have, like, the full official reveal here, and we have some additional pops that were also revealed as well. So on the first page here, I'm not going to name all of them, but we have some Skeletor pops. We've got She-Ra, which is probably the one I'm most excited for. I can't say I'll pick it up, because it's not like it's the She-Ra and the Princesses of Power version, which I would love if that series got some Funko Pops, because it's a really great show. Not saying that Masters of the Universe isn't, but I didn't really grow up with that show, so I don't really have any connection to it in any way, but I think these designs all do look really cool. And then the next page that we have here, we have 3 keychains right there for Skeletor, He-Man, and then She-Ra, and then we're also going to be getting, I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a 10-inch version of He-Man right here, and I think that that looks really cool. It just says jumbo size pop, but I assume that's what they mean by that, and I think that one has a really nice sculpt to it for sure. Then we've got a page of Funko Shop exclusives here, with 2 of them, as you can see, being flocked exclusives, and then the 2 of He-Man and Skeletor look really awesome. It honestly looks like kind of like a cracked like crystal or stone. I think it just looks so cool, so I really do like the designs of both of those. And then on the last page here, we have 3 more exclusives, one of them being a Hot Topic exclusive keychain. Then we've got an only at Target exclusive metallic Skeletor right there, and then a specialty series She-Ra as well that will be glow in the dark, and I think all of those look amazing, so I'm quite excited to see what this line looks like. I'll be interested to see some reviews of them to see how the pops kind of look like in person and not just the glam shots of them, but I just can't say that I'll wind up picking any of them up for me personally. Then we've got a really exciting reveal here for anime fans, and this one is going to be for some Fruit Basket pops, and there are going to be more coming as well, but we can see 3 of the characters here, and they all look really cool, honestly. I think that this might wind up prompting me to watch this series. That's normally what happens when they come out with Funko Pops for specifically even an anime series, because I'm really into anime. I always kind of start to watch the show and get into it, so I'm hoping the same thing happens with this, because I've heard really good things about the series, so yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Alright, now we've got a Funko Pop reveal here for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this one's going to be a Target exclusive metal head right here, and this one should be releasing on November 27th of 2020, and this one just looks really cool. It has such an awesome design, and I love how they're kind of going back and making some more original TMNT characters. I think this one just has such a cool concept to it, and it just looks really great in Funko Pop form, so I'll be really excited to see this one, maybe in person, potentially if it winds up getting a shared exclusive at somewhere located in Canada, because of course we don't have Target, but still a very exciting figure. Then we've got an entertainment exclusive wood deco version of Spider-Man right here, and this one is currently available for pre-order up on Entertainment Earth's website, and I think this one looks alright. I'm not too interested in the wood versions of the pop. It's kind of like chrome versions to me. I don't really see that they serve too much of a purpose. They do look cool, don't get me wrong, but unless it's made out of actual wood, which I'm pretty sure they're not, because we've already gotten previous ones, and I think it's just a bit of a paint job. It is a cool effect, but just nothing that appeals to me personally. Alright, now that's going to conclude this Funko news video here for October 23rd of 2020. I know that was quite a long one there, but there was a ton of information to go over, and I wanted to make sure I could get it out to all of you as soon as possible, so if there are any more reveals, of course, I'll cover them in the next Funko news video, so let me know if I missed out on anything, and I'll be sure to do that, and let me know if you have any questions as well regarding any of these pops, because I'll be sure to share any additional information I have, or try to answer as many questions as I can as well, and let me know which of these pops you're most excited for, what lines are you most excited for like the pop lists as well that were leaked. I'm really excited for a lot of them, so let me know all your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you want to see some of my other content. I would really appreciate the support, so thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.